News, the annual Miss NDSU pageant was held.
A popular website for NDSU students has seen major improvements.
And in sports, the Bison football team clinches the conference title.
This is SUTV News, and it starts now.
Welcome to SUTV News. I'm Delaney Freer.
And I'm Kayla Reamer. NDSU students should always be cautious about their surroundings.
Fargo police are investigating a report of robbery that occurred at about 1 a.m. Monday at the Loaf and Jug on University Avenue. According to Fargo police, a white male entered the business and demanded money while displaying a steak knife. The man ran from the store after taking less than $100. The suspect was described as a white male who was wearing a red sweatshirt covered with a black t-shirt, with black jeans and white cloth gloves. No one was injured in the robbery.
Last week, the annual Miss NDSU pageant took place. In addition, the participants and their sponsors raised funds for Nokomis child care centers. Nokomis offers a safe and nurturing environment for children from birth through kindergarten. This year's winner, Victoria Zastro, was sponsored by the Sigma Nu fraternity. Sigma Nu raised the second highest total at almost $500. 5 days after the pageant, Zastro still couldn't believe that she had won.
It's still very surreal because I keep looking at like the tiara and I'm like, did that really happen? It's getting a little better now, but it was pretty shocking.
Kelsey Schulke, sponsored by the Sigma Alpha Epsilon fraternity, raised the most money for Nokomis. Lexus Lamont, sponsored by Alpha Gamma Delta, won Miss Congeniality.
Some exciting news for the Fargo-Moorhead area. Samantha Day, a junior at NDSU, was crowned Miss North Dakota Collegiate America recently. Day, who is majoring in public relations and advertising and minoring in sociology, will represent North Dakota at the National Miss Collegiate America pageant during June of 2014. They will volunteer time to community projects and share the national pageant's platform, which is The Crown Cares. The platform promotes awareness and tolerance for a safe and bully-free environment to school-aged children and teens.
Teaching awards are given out every year to instructors who have unique abilities when it comes to teaching. This year at NDSU, Janice Hagart is the first to win the Excellence in College and University Teaching in the Food and Agricultural Sciences Award. SUTV's Bryn Nelson has more.
18 years ago, Janice Haggart decided to become a teacher.
Does anybody have solid bacteria growing?
Since then, she's received many awards, but she never thought she'd win this one.
Well, Dr. Buchanan nominated me. And he said, now realize this is going to take a lot of time to fill out all this because you have to give your philosophy of teaching and all of this. And I said, oh, okay. And I start filling out all the paperwork, and as I'm filling it out, I'm going, oh, you've got to be kidding me. There's no way in a million years this is going to happen.
But it did happen, and now she's the first NDSU instructor to ever be awarded the Excellence in College and University Teaching in the Food and Agricultural Sciences.
I was speechless, and that's really rare for me.
Janice was one of 6 recipients in the regional category to receive an award on November 10th in Washington, D.C. Her ability to communicate complex information to large lecture classes and keep students interested is just one of the ways she excels in teaching.
Every year I go to it's a meeting. It's called the American Society for Microbiology Undergraduate Education Conference. So everybody there teaches undergraduate microbiology across the country, and I steal a lot of ideas, personally, to be perfectly honest. I steal the idea and then I try to adapt it for my class.
Her advice for up-and-coming teachers is,
be patient, be very patient, try to keep your class interesting, and you want the students to be interested, and listen to your students, and while you're teaching, look out there and see if they're awake and if they're paying attention, and be very adaptable.
And always,
do not have fear of failure, because failure is such a good teacher.
Bryn Nelson reporting, SUTV News.
Haggart earned her degree in bacteriology and master's degree in microbiology at NDSU years ago. After 16 years of being out of school, Haggart decided to come back to NDSU and teach.
There's been quite an improvement to GoBison.com. We'll tell you about how they did it after this week's 7-day forecast.
The future is constantly unfolding. No one knows better than those preparing for it. Every week, NDSU's student-run television organization, the Bison Information Network, brings you SUTV News, with news about NDSU, the campus community, and current events affecting you. Watch SUTV News on Cable 1, Channel 14, Friday and Saturday at 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m.
Deeks Pizza. Prices with the student in mind. Fast delivery and conveniently open until 3 a.m. Order by phone at 701-235-0708. Order online at deekspizza.com or order with Deeks' easy-to-use mobile app. NDSU. Make Deeks your choice for pizza this semester. That's Deeks. Great pizza that won't empty your pockets.
SUTV News is brought to you by Stop and Go. Stop and Go. We're always there.
Welcome back. The campus radio station KNDS has finally found its new home.
Since hearing that the old building needed to be torn down, KNDS had been looking for a place to relocate. Currently on University Drive in between the Alumni Center and the Turf, the new spot will be in the High Plains Reader Brownstone building on the corner of 8th Street and 2nd Avenue North, right across from Berry Hall. Having just signed a year-long lease contract, the High Plains Reader building will initially be a trial location, but the staff is excited and hopeful about it.
See if this will work out for us. It's a smaller location than where we are now, but we really don't need too much stuff. And hopefully after the first year, if it works, we'd like to stay there. If it doesn't work, well, then we've got enough time to move out again.
A little part of me is sad to see the building go because that's where we've always been, and I spent a lot of time in there as a student. But again, I think every time you have something like this happen, there's new opportunities there, and I'm excited to see what that'll bring.
The exact date of the move has yet to be determined, but the demolition of the current location is set for after the spring semester. KNDS will make their move shortly before or around this time.
GoBison.com, NDSU's online home for Bison athletics, has improved its content over the past couple years. SUTV's Jared Maidenwald has more.
Over the past few years, the quality coverage of NDSU athletics on GoBison.com has become progressively better.
And we've been able to cover our teams in depth with preseason content, in-season, post-game content, feature videos, highlights at the end of a season.
Everybody from the top to the bottom really plays an important part in getting the story out there.
Most of this progress is due in large part to the hard work and long days put in by the staffers of the NDSU Athletic and Media Relations.
You're always working way past the final buzzer.
Casey Byers was hired by NDSU in 2010, and since then has played a pivotal role in the increased popularity of GoBison.com's content.
I try to see things as a movie with sports. I think that sports provides emotion that you couldn't even pay an actor to do.
Having talented staff members is one aspect to a good athletics website. The other, top-notch equipment.
The last few years, our live game day experience has gotten a lot better with the equipment we have as well, especially this year with the addition of HD streaming equipment.
Better, more advanced equipment also helps make the jobs of those who use it more enjoyable.
A little bit more creatively, edit a little differently. We're not so confined by the rules of television. We can kind of be artistic, and we have that artistic freedom to do whatever we want.
But the most rewarding part of the job? Providing a service to the athletes that make all their jobs possible.
I can give something to them that means something about what they've accomplished on the playing field. That's your greatest moment. It means something to them. And so when you hear that back, like this really helped me, or this really made my day, then you know that they're feeling that same feeling that you had when you were putting it together.
Jared Maidenwald reporting, SUTV News.
GoBison.com also recently changed website providers. They switched from New Lion to Sidearm Sports.
For our organization piece this week, we took a closer look at the Pre-Law Club. SUTV's Bryn Nelson has the story.
The Pre-Law Club was formed to educate students about law school, entrance exams, and careers.
All you have to do is have a little bit of an interest in law, a little bit of curiosity, and you can come to all of our meetings. They're all open, whether you're a pre-law major or not, and they're pretty informational.
You don't have to be a law student to join, and it's actually pretty easy to join.
Students can come by anytime during our meetings, and we'll get their name signed up on the list, and you'll be joined on the Blackboard site.
Meetings are usually Wednesday nights when there are few night classes, and they mostly consist of a speaker and law activities. But sometimes they have some extra fun.
We like to have fun days too, to kind of get our members to bond together. So we'll have like a law-related movie and maybe talk about the law that's in the movie and how it would relate to our studies later on.
Everyone has their own reason for joining.
I want to work with Amnesty International, UNICEF, more nonprofits. So concentrating public interest law. Yeah, they don't get paid as much, but it's okay.
Bryn Nelson reporting, SU TV News.
The Pre-Law Club also does field trips throughout the year. Next week, they will be visiting the courthouse to learn how the processes work there.
Thanksgiving is just around the corner, but another holiday comes with it and brings some controversy along. This and more after the break.
The future is constantly unfolding. No one knows better than those preparing for it. Every week, NDSU's student-run television organization, the Bison Information Network, brings you SU TV News, with news about NDSU, the campus community, and current events affecting you. Watch SU TV News on Cable 1, Channel 14, Friday and Saturday at 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m.
Jitters is the NDSU Campus Community's coffee hub. Conveniently located right next to campus, Jitters Coffee has a wide range of amenities, including comfortable seating, Wi-Fi, and an assortment of beverages. Jitters is here to meet your needs, whether you're looking to relax and socialize or study in a rich, active environment. Be sure to make your way over for your morning brew, a bite at lunch, or for a break between classes. Get your fix, only at Jitters.
The NDSU Bookstore, where every true fan and alum goes to get their pride on. Gear up with a variety of high-quality t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and more. Don't forget about Scratch Off Friday. Before every Bison football home game, you have a chance to get as much as 50% off all your clothing and gift items. Your next Scratch Off Friday is November 22nd.
Deeks Pizza, prices with the student in mind. Fast delivery and conveniently open until 3 a.m. Order by phone at 701-235-0708. Order online at deekspizza.com or order with Deeks' easy-to-use mobile app. NDSU. Make Deeks your choice for pizza this semester. That's Deeks. Great pizza that won't empty your pockets.
SU TV News is a production of the Bison Information Network in conjunction with North Dakota State University's Department of Communication Broadcast Program. For more information, go to www.ndsubin.com.
Welcome back. In an edition of Deseret News National, an article was done by Michael DeGroot.
In Groot's article, he talks about a man who spent his young life being bullied at work. In the U.S., places like the Workplace Bullying Institute offer employees and employers the opportunity to learn what workplace bullying is and how to stop or prevent it. Various studies have shown that around 30 to 37% of people have been bullied at work. Also, workplace bullying can lead to various problems like psychosomatic illnesses, post-traumatic stress disorder, and suicidal thoughts. Pamela Lundgren-Sandvik is a professor at NDSU and was quoted in the article for her comments on the topic.
What we need to do is talk about the kind of climate that they'd like to have. So people need to talk about what they believe is civil and what is uncivil and what they expect from each other.
Tactics to use when confronted with workplace bullying include confronting your aggressor, talking with a supervisor, or asking coworkers for help. They warn, however, that each instance of bullying is different, and these tactics may not always work.
Thanksgiving is just a week away, but with it, it brings some controversies about another so-called holiday. SUTV's Kayla Reamer tells us more.
A holiday originally celebrated as a day of giving thanks has some people thinking that meaning has gone away.
I'm more of a traditional family type guy where to stay at home on Thanksgiving, it's about having turkey and being thankful for whatnot. And just where it's gone, it's kind of a greed aspect into it. So
Black Friday, known for its great deals and early mornings, is now starting even earlier. Some stores, such as Walmart, have decided to kick off the sales at 6 p.m. Thanksgiving night. And a lot of people are not happy about this.
back then when I would look forward to going to Thanksgiving to have meals and hang out with my cousins, you're now looking for what you children are now looking for, what they can make for a list of Black Friday deals to get during Christmas, and it's very it doesn't teach you to be grateful for what you have, so in that essence it's just very bad.
Some people would argue, why not have Black Friday start earlier? After all, it's their decision to leave Thanksgiving, and the deals are great. It seems everything goes on sale.
I've gotten tires for my car, I've gotten new flat screen, laptops, and then this year I don't have anything big. I'm just going to go get little stuff.
Then you have to think about the people who work those shifts. They have to miss out on Thanksgiving too, although most get paid extra to do so.
If anything, only make them work one shift so that at least they have some time on Thanksgiving for their family. No double shifts or anything.
Whether you're for it or against it, there's one thing that's a fact. Black Friday comes earlier and earlier each year. Some wonder if one day Black Friday will eventually take over the original holiday.
I think in a way it already has. They're right next to each other. When you think about Thanksgiving, you think about Black Friday's the next day and all the deals that are coming out. I don't think it'll ruin it for anybody, because if you want to stay home and do your Thanksgiving thing, you can. Nobody says you have to go out shopping.
Kayla Reamer reporting, SU TV News.
Stores opening at 8 o'clock p.m. on Thanksgiving night at West Acres Mall include American Eagle, Buckle, Forever 21, and Express. You can visit the West Acres Mall website to see what time stores open and what special deals they are having for Black Friday.
This was the last full week before Thanksgiving break.
This week for Sidewalk Stampede, we asked students what their favorite part of Thanksgiving is.
Just going home for the holidays and seeing my family.
How far away do you live?
Dickinson, so it's about a 4-hour drive, but the time change makes it 3.
Oh!
That's convenient, right?
Yeah.
I'd say it's just getting together with the family, making the dinner. In my family, we all contribute to the meal. I make the pie, Dad makes the turkey, Mom makes her own little thing.
My favorite part is the seeing family and friends that you haven't seen in a while, big family get-togethers.
Do you have a big family?
Really big family, yeah.
Yeah. Is it fighting over food? You have to cover your plate?
No, everybody's pretty generous, but there's a little bit of both.
Probably getting to go home and see my family and be off school for a while.
Yeah, everybody kind of misses their family at this time of year. Do you make a lot of food then?
Oh yeah, all the desserts and the turkey and everything. We go the whole 9 yards.
Well, joining us now is sports anchor Joel Sipper. I would say that my favorite thing about Thanksgiving is football.
Yeah, I'd say so too. And speaking of football, we'll have more highlights coming up after the break.
The NDSU Bookstore, where every true fan and alum goes to get their pride on. Gear up with a variety of high-quality t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and more. Don't forget about Scratch Off Friday. Before every Bison football home game, you have a chance to get as much as 50% off all your clothing and gift items. Your next Scratch Off Friday is November 22nd.
Hey, I'm Mariah.
And I'm at Bus because not only does it save me money, but with 20 different routes, it makes getting around Fargo much more convenient. I'm at Bus. Do you?
Deeks Pizza. Prices with the student in mind. Fast delivery and conveniently open until 3 a.m. Order by phone at 701-235-0708. Order online at deekspizza.com or order with Deeks' easy-to-use mobile app. NDSU. Make Deeks your choice for pizza this semester. That's Deeks. Great pizza that won't empty your pockets.
SU TV Sports is brought to you by Shields. Ready for your next big adventure? Welcome to Shields.
Welcome back. The Bison football team had one thing on its mind heading into last Saturday's game against Youngstown State, a conference championship. NDSU could clinch the conference title for the third straight year with a win. Let's kick it out to Stanbaugh Stadium where the Bison took on the Penguins. Early first, Kurt Hess finds Stubbs for a 6-yard touchdown. Youngstown strikes first blood. Later on, NDSU takes the lead with this 10-yard touchdown pass to Ryan Smith. NDSU up 14-7. First drive of the third quarter, Dante Na gets stripped by Carlton Littlejohn here. It was recovered on the play by Cole Jurek. Bison take the ball at the 33-yard line. The fumble leads to this 3-yard pass. Brock Jensen to Kevin Vondelen. Bison up 21-10. Next Bison drive. Jensen finds Vondelen again. He would have 2 touchdowns on the day. Later in the fourth, Brock Jensen is going to take it and he's going to put the nail in the coffin here with this 1-yard touchdown run. Bison extended 35-17. Brock Jensen's threw for 4 touchdown passes. He is now the FCS leader in 44 career wins. NDSU will takes a 19-game winning streak heading into this game against South Dakota. A win over the Coyotes would be the 11th straight home win for NDSU. This game has been declared a code green by NDSU, encouraging all fans to wear green in honor of their 24 seniors in their final regular season home game. You can see the game on KVLY Channel 11 and NDSU All Access at GoBison.com. Kickoff is at 2:30 at the Fargo Dome. Well, coming off a tough loss at mid-major powerhouse St. Mary's, the Bison basketball team took home to take on another top-notch opponent. On Monday, NDSU hosted Golden Eagles from Southern Mississippi, who made it to the quarterfinals of the NIT last year. Let's kick it out to the BSA. Early first in the half. Taylor Braun steals the ball. He's going to break away and slams it home. Braun had 11 points on the night. Still in the first half here. Jeremiah Eason working it down low, turns, jumps into it, and hits the 2-pointer. NDSU is still up 7 at this point. In the second half, Trayvon Wright gets a 3-pointer from Taylor Braun. NDSU pulls within 2. Few possessions later, Lawrence Alexander misses the 3-pointer. That's all right. Trayvon Wright slams her home. NDSU ties it up. Middle of the second half, we're going to have Jeremiah Eason gets a layup from Brooks. Southern Miss retakes the lead. Trayvon Wright slams it home. NDSU only trailing by 3 now. Southern Miss puts it away. Southern Mississippi hung on to win 70-69. The Bison were led by Trayvon Wright, who had 21 points and 12 rebounds. Preseason Summit League Player of the Year, Taylor Braun, had 11 points with 11 assists. NDSU traveled to Kalamazoo to take on the Mustangs of Western Michigan. NDSU went into University Arena and stomped away with an 83-74 victory. NDSU will travel to Grand Forks to take on the University of North Dakota on Sunday. Let's go back to the BSA where the women's basketball team took on University of Northern Iowa. Early first, Brooke Lamar drives. She gets the 2 Brooke Lamar led with 24 points. Next possession, Emily Spear fights for the rebound and one. Later in the first half, Erin Donhart passes to Anna Schronhart for the three. Schronhart hits it. Schronhart had 14 points and was 2 of 2 from three-point range. Second half, UNI starting to take over. Taya Smith hits the jumper. UNI would continue to storm back. Northern Iowa comes back from 10 points down with 5 minutes remaining to beat NDSU 86-82. NDSU is now on a 3-game losing streak and will travel to Milwaukee, Wisconsin to take on the University of Milwaukee. After winning 4 straight Summit League tournaments, the Bison volleyball team sat and watched from the sidelines last season as the tournament was played on their home floor. This year, this will be different as NDSU qualified for the conference tournament, clinching the 5th seed. In the first round, NDSU will take on number 4 seed Fort Wayne Macedons on Friday. The Bison beat IPFW at home in 4 sets, but lost to them in straight sets on the road this weekend. Making the tournament has been a goal the entire season for NDSU, and they're excited to be in it.
Coming back from last year, we didn't make the tournament and we hosted it, so that was a little bit of a disappointment. So it kind of gives us a little bit more, desire and a little bit more confidence now. I mean, we come back and now we're going to show these other teams what we've got, so it'll be really fun.
Once again, NDSU will face Fort Wayne on Friday at 6 p.m., with the winner of the match advancing to take on number 1 overall seed IUPUI. There will be a new head football coach at the University of North Dakota next season. Chris Munson was relieved of his duties on Mondays, 2 days after UND completed their 2013 season with a 3-8 record. Munson went 31-34 in his 6 seasons as head coach at UND. A few of the ugly moments at the season for UND included a 43-point home loss to Montana State and a 37-point home loss to Montana. A national search for the new head coach will begin immediately.
Well, lots of sports news this week, but I think that we should make sure to remind students to wear green to the game tomorrow.
Yes. You might have seen some new water fountains around campus. After the break, we'll tell you where you can find them and what they are.
So do.
Computers and other technology have become central components of modern university life. At NDSU, the Help Desk can assist students with many of their technology needs. So let's talk tech.
Staffed by both student and full-time employees, the NDSU Help Desk can be found in 3 locations on campus. The first is located downtown in Berry Hall 270, the second in the main library near the reference desk on the first floor, and the final and main help desk is located in IAC 150. In addition to on-location assistance, the Help Desk also offers support by phone at 701-231-8685, by email at ndsu.helpdesk@ndsu.edu, and by online live chat accessible on the Help Desk website. Help Desk consultants can assist with the setup and maintenance of NDSU online services including Blackboard, Student Office 365 accounts, your NDSU electronic ID, as well as your North Dakota University System Campus Connection account. Additionally, the Help Desk offers support connecting your computer to both the NDSU wireless networks and NDSU Go Print stations. Besides technical assistance, the Help Desk also provides large-scale printing services. Students can print posters up to 36 or 42 inches wide on high-quality glossy satin or matte finished papers. Finally, the NDSU Help Desk also provides an equipment checkout service at no cost to students. Equipment available for checkout includes laptops, digital camcorders and cameras, desktop speakers, audio recording equipment, and more. All equipment reservations are done online from the Help Desk website. For more information about Help Desk services, stop by one of the 3 locations or check out the Help Desk website, www.ndsu.edu/its-help_desk.
Welcome back. Hydration is essential for good health, and NDSU is recognizing that with the addition of more LK Easy H2O bottle filling stations. A survey by student government revealed that 900 students wanted more of these stations on campus. There are currently 4 LK stations at NDSU, 3 are located throughout the Memorial Union, and 1 is in Stockbridge Hall. Many students prefer LK because the filtered water comes out 3 times faster than a traditional drinking fountain, and the electronic sensor allows the user to just place their water bottle and let it fill.
They're a good addition for campus because they really help deliver a service that students want. We have more students carrying around water bottles with them everywhere they go, especially in the wellness center where they need to stay hydrated while they exercise.
To me, it really doesn't make a big deal. I mean, I can fill my water bottle up with a regular water fountain or with these things. If they're here, I'll use them. If not, just no skin off my back.
LK stations also minimize disposable plastic bottle waste. Student government hopes to add LK stations in locations such as the Wellness Center and Menard.
Thank you for watching this edition of SUTV News.
Be sure to pick up a copy of the Spectrum and check us out on Facebook or Twitter.
Also visit us at NDSU. Chance to win some special prizes.
Have a great night.
So guys, it's over. We have a brief break.